Market updates, my favorite podcast that we do. Hello, everybody. My name is Roxanne Govari with Pemberley Realty here in San Diego, California, along with my partner Santiago Guerin.
Hello, everyone. This one's my favorite one too. I like to snoop around, see what's going on with the real estate market, all over San Diego. So, ready
So
to
let's go,
start?
let's go.
Yep, let's do it.
All right. So let me go ahead and share so we can see where things are at.
Hmm.
Okay, so
These are May numbers, right?
let's start with 92116 first. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so let me increase the size so that we can see better.
Yeah.
And so we compare four zip codes for our market update 92116, which consists of Kensington, Normal Heights, and University Heights, where our office is located. And yes, University Heights is very much important part of 92116, even though it's not being acknowledged on our report. And we compare 92116 to 92103, which is our neighboring zip code. And then for our second office, which is in Del Mar, we compare to 92130, Del Mar being 92014. And then we compare that to 92130, which is the neighboring zip code to Del Mar, which is Carmel Valley. And we always come up with some interesting insights. So, and of course, we always go to the month before because the month that we're in has to close before we can get the statistics for that month. Therefore, we are looking at the month of May right now. And so let's go take a look. And what are your insights, Santi?
Let's see. So, coming up with new listings, 19. So, compared to 27 last May, that's like almost 30% change on that. Pending sales, a lot more pendings up to 21, and
Mhm.
double the amount of closed sales from 9 to 18, which is kind of interesting. But
That
then
is very interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
doubled. But the median sales price is a whole lot lower compared to last year in May. Days on the market, 12 days. Pretty interesting to see that.
Hmm.
Inventory of homes for sale, 21, so a decrease on that. And then monthly supply, it is a little bit low on that. But if we go to the year to date, so, the median sales price did go down like 5%. So that's a very interesting number there.
Now, here's what I find really interesting. First of all, inventory continues to suffer, right? We're still suffering from low inventory, but even though inventory is low, prices are going down
Yeah.
because all these the past couple of years, the past 2 to 3 or 4 years, even we have had low inventory, and everybody has said that prices are holding steady
Yeah.
because of low inventory. But now we're seeing this year, it's a different story that we're talking about in the market because the inventory continues to be low, but we're seeing prices fall.
Yeah, I mean, usually you see like, opposites. Low inventory equals you get a little bit higher prices for your homes. Lower prices means that there's pretty high inventory, but seeing both low is pretty interesting.
Exactly. So let's go and take a look at condos and see what we see in the condo market.
Yeah, so here on the condos, new listings, 11 of them. So a little small drop compared to last May.
Hmm.
Pending sales only two, and then closed sales only five. So a decline. I mean, looking here, everything was negative compared to last May for the condos. Median sales price from 1 million to 592. I mean, there was only five closed sales, so maybe that's, you know, there's less
Not
numbers.
a big enough of a sample.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then days on the market, 19, which I mean, I guess that's a good thing. But then inventory of homes only 20. and the month supply of inventory 2.9. So, and then if we look at year to date, new listings only 55 through the year compared to
Mm-hmm.
last year, 36 on the pending and 37 on the closed sales, and then also a price decrease of almost 4%. So
Almost 4%, which is very, very, very interesting that again, inventory is not increasing, but the prices are showing a decline. And that is I think this is the first time that we're seeing this, because the months before we've done many months in the past where we thought that the market was declining, and then once we looked at the numbers, we saw that no, that actually was not the case. The market was still going up. But this time around, there's a different story to be told. We are actually seeing a decline. And I was having this conversation with one of my lender friends that I think that the market has declined by about 20%. And if you look at this, it's exactly showing about 20%, which is what my prediction was. So you want to go ahead and interpret these graphs?
yeah, I mean the median sales price in the 92116 area for a single family home is above average of all San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
It's sitting almost, right below 1.4, while the rest of San Diego is right above a million. And then on the condos, townhouse, those are a little bit closer, I would say. I mean, it's a little bit under, pretty surprising that it's a little bit under the the usual of all San Diego. So it's sitting right above 600,000, and then the
Mm-hmm.
rest, is a little bit over 650. So,
Mm-hmm. I think the reason is because we're almost always under the median sales price for condos, because our condos tend to be smaller in size, and
yeah,
I think that's the reason why. I don't think per square foot we're less, but I think it's because of the size that we fall under.
I agree.
Let's move on to 92103 and see what we see here in comparison. So,
Yeah.
so you want to go and interpret what's going on here?
Yeah, so here with our neighbors, also looking at the numbers here, they also look, a lot of negatives. So new listings 15 compared to 26 last year, 12 pending sales compared to 14. Closed sales did go up, which is a good thing. And then the median sales price almost around the same, 1% less, not too big of a
Hmm.
change. And
Hmm.
surprisingly, on this one, on the year to date compared to last year, it has gone up like 9%. So that's an interesting number to look at. And then
Yeah.
days on the market did go down. Inventory of homes down to 24 compared to 52 last year, and months
Wow.
1.9. So yeah, so we're seeing low inventory of homes.
Hmm.
But surprisingly enough, here the year to date is up.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right. 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 Right.
Mhm.
Interesting. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's look at the condos.
Yeah, so here the condos new listings 46. That's a pretty big number compared
Mm-hmm.
to last year's. Pending sales 22, closed sales 19, so two less. Median sales price went down quite a bit, 9%. Days on the market 19. Inventory of homes for sale 81. That's a pretty high number. Month
Mm-hmm.
supply of inventory 4.7. And then on the year to date, here we are seeing the same as, the 92116 zip code of the median sales price is going down a little bit.
Now, here, I think what we see here is, so if you look, uh, the supply of inventory sharply went down, and in comparison, what you see here, the inventory on the condo side sharply went up.
Yeah,
And I think that's what reflects here, being that the prices went up and here prices going down. So if we see inventory hitting the market, that that definitely shows in prices declining, uh, simply because I think this is a reflection of the fact that the market is not super strong right now.
Yeah. Mhm.
And if we had more supplies showing up, we would actually probably see uh, uh, even larger declines happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's go and interpret what we see here.
Yeah. I mean, here in the single family, way above the rest of the MLS, so almost at 1.8 million.
Hmm.
Like we said, the average is right above the 1 million mark. And then for the condos, here it's above the rest of the MLS, right below 800,000, and the rest of the MLS is, at like 650.
Now, you know what's really interesting? What's really interesting to me is we're seeing decline, decline, decline. And
Mhm.
even if you're looking at this, which is single family homes in an affluent zip code, you may not be necessarily seeing decline, but look how flat it is. It's basically, if you go back to April of 2025, we have not really had any appreciation happening, even in the affluent market of 92103. You do not see sharp appreciation. You see just basically flat prices going on.
Yeah.
And I think that we're not going to see, if I'm comparing, because I feel like this is a 2009 type of a market, and I've gone back and studied the market extensively, the mortgage meltdown market of the past, and to me the bottom of the market was 2012. And so if we are in a 2009 type of a market, we are going to see a lot more decline, but we're not going to see a sharp decline. We're not going to see a sharp rise in the market. So if you are a buyer or a seller and you're thinking of making some sort of a decision and some sort of a life change, I would say go with whatever your life change requires, because the market is pretty much flat.
Yeah.
So, okay, so let's go to Del Mar and see what we see there.
Yeah. I mean, here we'll see a little bit, you know, the numbers moving around a lot because of the how it fluctuates and how little amount of, inventory sold there.
Inventory there is, right.
Yeah. So new listings 13, pending sales 12 went up, sales went up 2 to 9. Median sales price, here it went up to 4 million. So 29% increase. Um, Days on the market 23, inventory of homes for sale 39, so that went down a little bit. Months
Mhm.
supply inventory 4.5, which is still a lot better compared to the 92116 that we were looking at. And then
Yeah.
year to date also went up from 3.1 million to 3.9. So here you see that um, it's going up, the median sales price quite a good amount.
Let's look at condos, and then we'll come back and try to interpret the data that we're looking at.
Yeah, here on the condos, 7 new listings, 4 pending sales, closed sales 5. Median sales price here, on the other hand, went down 40%. And then on the year to date also went down, getting close to that 40, 36%, almost 40
Mhm.
percent. Days on the market 106, a pretty interesting number there. And then
Wow.
inventory of homes for sale 15, month supply inventory 3.8. So
Okay, so now let's talk about this, because I have my theories I'm going to share with you, and you tell me what you think. I think what we're looking at up here is is a market that's very much tied into the stock market.
yeah,
Stock market is doing well, and so you've got affluent market, you've got an affluent zip code, and you've got affluent people very much tied into the stock market, which is doing well. So if you make that tie, then you're not going to see a lot of decline because those are the type of people that still have a lot of money in their pockets, and it shows that they're spending their money in the type of real estate that they desire. But if you're translating that into the condo market, yes, in average, you may be more affluent if you're buying a condo in Del Mar versus if you buy a condo in Normal Heights. That's for sure. But you're still relying more on your salary, on your income, rather than on your stocks, right? That are going through the roof and appreciating very much. You're talking about the average person here that is basically making their income on salaries, and that reflects what's going on in the numbers here, where you actually are seeing a decline because the overall economy does not seem to be as strong as the stock market is right now.
Yep, I agree.
That is my interpretation of why we see such a different experience here. We see 36% decline in the condo prices and 23% appreciation in the single family home market. Yeah. So let's take a look, and this is also very, very interesting. See, you see a flat line in the overall county numbers, and you see a very, very different chart in single family versus townhomes.
Yeah, I think the price difference makes it so that the rest of the MLS looks flat because there's not really a lot of change in it. While this one, you're talking about moving from 2 million in 2020 to 3.5 in 2025.
Right.
So, and the rest of the MLS is probably moving from 750 to a little bit over 1 million. So it's not a big change compared to Del Mar.
Compared to Del Mar. So let's then go to Carmel Valley and see what we see here.
Yeah, here we see 24 new listings, so that went down. Pending sales 23, closed sales 14, so it dropped nearly half. Median sales price here does look like it's gone up 13% for compared to last May. And then days on the market 23, inventory of homes went down to 33, month supply inventories 2. If we look at the year to date though, it went only up 2%, so it's been pretty flat on that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then moving on to condos here, new listings 23, pending sales 16, closed sales 14. Median sales price went down 20% in the month of May, but if we look at the year to date, it's gone up 6.3%. So this is the first condo one that we've seen positive out of all of them.
That's true. Yeah.
And then days on the market 33, inventory of homes for sale 40, and month supply went down to 3.2. So kind of interesting to see that the condos year to date is up compared to last year.
Now, I don't know how to explain this one. When I'm thinking of 92130, I am thinking families, I'm thinking good schools, I'm thinking, I'm thinking upper middle class working families that, yes, have money, but if they're making a move, they're making a move based on affordability, what they can afford, and basically necessity of what they can get into, and that's what I see in terms of what to interpret here. It's not quite the same as the luxury market of Del Mar, where you have a lot of retirees with money, or you have a lot of discretionary income, and you don't necessarily have working families and school, moving for school reasons. So that's what I think the main difference is between Carmel Valley and Del Mar, and that's what's reflected in these numbers. But if you look overall, I would say you see the same pattern as you see in Del Mar, whereas condos are declining and homes are appreciating.
Yeah, kind of interesting.
Very, very interesting. Okay, so before we run out of time, let's get to our actual what's been selling and for how much, because that's going to be really interesting as well. But since they've changed our
Go
MLS,
down a little bit there, Roxanne. It should be right there, perfect.
there we go. There we go. Now I can get in, or can I?
No, go
Now
back.
where do I go?
No, go back. You were there. Go back to the last tab you had open.
Go
There you
back to the
go.
last
And
tab.
then Paragon.
There we go. That's where I need to go. Well, always changing and interesting on how to navigate through all of this. Okay. 92014 and 92116. And in the interest of time, I guess we'll see.
I
We'll
think you gotta
see.
take the address at the bottom. It's got our office address.
Ah,
Yeah.
there we go. Okay, 92116. And again, in the interest of time, we'll quickly look at this one. And you know what? I think if I'm not mistaken, we have seen this thing on the market before, or maybe I'm mistaken.
I don't think we have.
You don't think we've seen this one before?
Oh, you know what? I think we did.
I think we have seen this one before. There's one that's right after it. This one we may not have seen. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 800 square feet for $650. And let's see, nice patio, nice community. I actually like this, and it's close to the water with a nice, beautiful patio and fireplace. Beautiful. I like this kitchen, and the breakfast nook is definitely very attractive as well. And I like that blue wall for sure. And
Very
updated
well.
bathroom.
Hmm. A lot of space.
So lots of space. So 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 800 square feet for 650,000. And let's go towards what's the most expensive right now in Del Mar. So the most expensive, 23 million, but we have seen it because it's been on the market for a while. But this one I don't think we have seen. So no, we have seen this one as well. So let's see. This one is brand new, and we have not seen. So 271 Ocean View Avenue, 4 bedrooms, 4 bath, 5,400 square feet. And this is all we can see about it. It's beautiful sunset views of the ocean. And that is nice to see. And I am sure that we can take a look at it if we go and see it on Caravan. Here's another one. 4 bedrooms, 4 bath, 3,980 square feet. And let's see what this one offers. Well, of course, looks like it does offer views of Del Mar Fairgrounds, looks like, and beautiful windows. Also looks like it offers open concept. Yeah, this is a nice view to have. Very bright and also very modern. This is a fun house to own
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, very fun house to own, and beautiful finishes, and still a pool, not a very big pool, or maybe it's
Like a
not really
jacuzzi.
that's a spa jacuzzi,
Yeah.
right? Not really a pool, but I like the
Yeah.
outdoor space that it offers. Definitely nice.
Yeah.
So beautiful home, and 3980 square feet for 6.25. And let's make it quickly to 92116. Oh my goodness. I don't think I have seen anything this this nicely priced, but let's go ahead and see if we can get in there. And of course, it's going to take me some time to get back in there. The joys of uh, of getting to deal with the MLS. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Okay, and
Two
a
ninety nine.
studio, 299. What do you see? Right?
Yeah. It's been in the market for quite some time.
Look at this decline, 345,000 to 299,000. And this is what we're talking about, that prices are declining for sure. And this is an opportunity for sure for somebody to get a great deal. And then let's go to the most expensive. And the most expensive that is new on the market would be this one right here, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,900 square feet for 2.4 million. And there we have it, a nice Spanish home with a fireplace and a very open concept.
Yeah.
And a beautifully remodeled kitchen. That's what we have here. And a nice, very low maintenance backyard, because you don't, with this beautiful Trek looking patio, you don't have a whole lot of maintenance. But let's see, you do have some grass for those dogs, and definitely nice size yard for sure.
Yeah.
As well.
Looks like it has a little back, like a ADU.
Yes, that's what I'm actually looking for. I'm going through it quickly to see if I see pictures of an ADU. But I don't think so. I think it's all house, not really an ADU.
You know what? Yeah, I mean,
right?
Yeah. Or maybe scroll down to the other picture. I think that the one below that. No.
No, this is a single family home.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, lots of space for almost 3,000 square feet. Definitely lots of space.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's where we leave it. So let's go ahead and get our information out there for our audience. If you are thinking of buying or selling here in San Diego or anywhere in the U.S., we want to be your go-to realtors. There is my phone number, and here is Santiago's phone number. You can also reach us on our website at pemberleyrealty.com. We are also on Instagram. Please give us a follow if you see us there, or on Facebook. And if you are seeing us on YouTube, what do you want them to do, Santi?
Hit the thumbs up, subscribe. Yeah, so you guys can stay in the know of all our upcoming videos and with all our guests that we bring on. So
that's right. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you on the next pod.
bye, everyone.